Welcome back, guys, to my Let's Play of Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock Edition. It is me, once again, Digital Spooker, and now we're going to continue the playthrough with Jill. Hopefully I've fixed the sound being louder than the recording of my voice. My plan for this playthrough is to find a couple of the named keys and to solve a couple puzzles. And we've come across our first save room. I'm playing on an emulator, so I've been using save states. So having to monkey around with typewriters won't be a big issue. However, now that as you can see, I'm kinda not very talkative. That's typically just how I am when I play games. So you guys will have to bear with me as I try to both focus on the game and actually talk when there's nothing for me really to comment on. Hopefully once I get more used to doing Let's Plays, commentary will come quite a bit more easily. But for now we're going to ignore the upstairs and we're going to go do a little weed killing. Helmet key. That's gonna take me to another save room and a path upstairs, so we're going to now backtrack to the dining room. And along the way we'll see if Barry's chilling out there, which something tells me he won't be. You're also gonna have to forgive my horrible controlling of Jill. I'm not quite used to the tank controls. It's been quite a few years since I've played. Oh, hi, doggy. And because I'm not used with the tank controls, my ability to dodge is probably going to be suffering quite a bit. Despite the fact that, you know, I said last video with some good ammo conservation and good dodging skills, really wouldn't run into too many problems.
Barry!
Once again, sorry for the stuttering audio.
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
You're just figuring that out now, guys?
This hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, Let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Listening to that dialogue totally reminds me of the YouTube mashup where they took a whole bunch of the really bad audio clips and pretty much turned it into a porno. Alrighty, so now we have some nice little explosive rounds for the bazooka, which is upstairs in that door right there you see up on top. We'll come back and grab that a little bit later since we don't exactly need it. And yes, I am aware that my health is in caution. I have I doubled up on the green herbs, so I should be okay. And we still have to go upstairs and solve that little puzzle. Wow. Seems Barry giving me that little present kind of set us back, so we have to consume our herbs, but there's no shame in keeping our health topped up. Luckily there's no zombies here. Jill uses her famous lockpicking skills. I was always kind of grateful there were no zombies in here. Sure, because, you know, who would really think that, you know, music notes would really be of any use to us? Resident Evil Deadly Science, there's a mini-game that goes with that where you have to keep pressing the right buttons, otherwise the door slams shut on you. Will you take the gold emblem? Of course we will. Oh, come on, Jill. If you really wanted to, you could have done an Indiana Jones slide through there. Luckily, we brought our friendly wooden emblem. A nice big glass window, which Jill refuses to actually make an observation of, which is actually quite ridiculous, and you'll see why once we get to the room that's on the other side. For any of you who've actually played Resident Evil 1, you already know what's on the other side, most likely. we got ourselves a key. Can't remember exactly what the key is, though. I think it's the shield key. What do you know? I was right. While I'm doing this Let's Play, I'm going to try and keep the amount of wasted time to a minimum. If I find I'm starting to take too long in certain areas, I'll edit out the parts where it really lulls, and then I'll go and, you know, patch it together, so you might end up seeing videos where I'm doing something and then it just abruptly cuts to where I found I was going, in which case I'll be kind enough to point that out. Not that I'm sure you guys will need me to put two and two together for you, since you're all pretty bright. Shield key is used on the second floor, I believe, so just head straight upstairs. And again, I'm gonna leave the bazooka or grenade launcher in later Resident Evils for a later date, because we're really not gonna need it for quite a while. It'll come up useful for a couple boss fights, but for the most part, the handgun and shotgun is more than what we need. And, you know, because why not? We're already shooting people. Let's add destruction of property to the list of things we're doing to this poor house. And we're gonna come up to some pretty tight quarters and zombies. 5, 6, 7, 8. Might as well just do this. Let them get close, aim up, and headshot. That was actually kind of a surprising little trick that someone showed me right around the time I first started to play Resident Evil. It's not too important or effective with the handgun, because from what I've experienced personally, the handgun has a very low chance of a critical hit where it, you know, blows off a zombie's head. The shotgun, however, guaranteed. And we're lucky because we got ourselves some nice shotgun ammo inside. And some really eerie music for a save room. Okay, never mind. I I wrongfully assumed there was shotgun ammo in there. Well then, that kinda means we're gonna have to play a little bit of dodgy with using the shotgun. And there's some prime example of my really bad dodging skills. Armor key. That's the room where you get the broken shotgun so you can avoid the whole crushing ceiling. Again, because, as you saw last episode, Barry comes in and bails your ass out. Really only important to note for Chris. We'll have to come back there with our blue gem. However, I do know for a fact there's shotgun ammo in here. Ooh, and handgun ammo. What joy. And I totally should have dropped off the big ol' bazooka rounds. Oh well. Of course we're gonna take the shells. We'd be ridiculous not to. And we're gonna go back to the handgun.